things say happen with good people and practical application for Bhagavad Gita. This is first day search for happiness. Everyone wants to be happy. Everyone. People will take babies. Whatever they do, they want to be happy. People will take old people. Whatever they do, they want to be happy. But people will ask, what do you mean by happiness? What do you want actually? Many people will speak different things, and many people now cannot even answer this question. Like, what do you want? I just do like all other people doing. But even animal, even plants won't be happy. Whatever we do to be happy. This is the purpose of our life, to become happy. This is the main thing, what we shall know, otherwise we will never be happy. So this will be resume for our class, what we will speak today. Okay, if we will start thinking about the happiness and about life, then we will meet some categories. For example, if we want to enter university, there are some categories for admission. If we go by flight, there is also some categories by sea. What means categories? There are some different things among them, and there is some common things. So the world around us also has some common things and some different things. Human and animals.
Like human. You know how many people commit suicide in our happy society? Every second, somebody in this world commits suicide. In Europe, in Belgium, in Germany, there is now very, very nice business opened with euthanasia. You know euthanasia? People pay 4,000 euro just to get this thing. So they're not poor people. But still, because they are not happy, they pay this, and so many. It is very popular business now. They come into every country. Animals, they don't suffer from this thing. But still, the animal body is like tractor, and the human body is like very good car, like Mercedes car. I don't know what is Lithuanian good model. I don't know, I didn't put this picture. Human. Yeah. Human life is meant for higher pleasure. This intelligence given for us to become more happy than animal, and to become really happy. Let's think about this. What is happiness? If we will think that we can see that there is some kind of relative happiness and there is real happiness. What does it mean, relative and real happiness? The real happiness when it is permanent. For example, if somebody will say, if one astrologer will say to you, for next month you will be happy, and then whole your life after you will be very unhappy. Will you be happy?
Of course, yes.
Really? But now when you will hear that so much trouble will come after this month, can you enjoy next month?
Yes.
Really? I cannot enjoy. For example, another example, if the king gave punishment for you to be hanged, and before this you're giving you ice cream, can you enjoy this ice cream? I can't enjoy this ice cream. I want to be happy permanently. Then it is real happiness. If it is happiness just for one moment, it is not real happiness. What I want to say. So happiness, it is real when it is ever increasing. So if somebody will say that your happiness is only consists of eating ice cream, and not nothing more, so for me it will be not real happiness, really. Happiness only will be real if I can share my happiness with my dear lover, with my friends, with my beloved people, with people at all. Then I will be happy. If I will be happy and around me people suffering, I cannot be really happy also. You understand? If some people crying here, you cannot be happy. Be happy when you can make everyone happy. This is the real happiness. And happiness has to be different variety, and every time new, otherwise it's boring also. If the happiness will be, you just have very nice sheep that inside so many comfort things, but all your life it has to be in this sheep, it will be terrible happiness. Limited. So happiness, only that real happiness, when it is permanent, ever increasing, we can share with our loved ones, and it is different kind of happiness. We want this kind of happiness?
Yes.
Everyone wants. And the opposite things, relative happiness, when we don't, when it is with that one that doesn't have these conditions. This is called relative happiness. So, to be happy, what is the obstacles? We have so many problems. If problems will be solved, then we will be happy. So let's think about our problems. There also can be real problems, and there also can be relative problems. If we will solve relative problems, we will get relative happiness. If we will solve real problems, we can get real happiness. Now I will explain what I want to say. For example, relative problems, it is like for one person it is problem, for another person it is not problem at all. Toothache. For those people who has this thing, this is problem. But for dentists, it is problem? No. If many people will have toothache, for dentists it will be very nice. They will get so much money. You can maintain your family. If there is raining, for those who doesn't have umbrella, it is suffering. For those who are selling nearby umbrella, it is happiness. If some thief came to somebody's house and stole something, it is also a relative problem. For thief, this is happiness. It is problem only for that person who missed this thing. So there is some relative problems in our life that is for other people also will be not problems at all. They are relatively problems. If we will think about our own problem separately, then we will understand this is a relative problem. What do you think is a real problem in our life?
Diseases?
Disease, yeah. Death. Politics. For some politics it will be not a problem. So the real problem, they are common to all. It's problem for everyone. Then it is a real problem. A real problem means nobody wants this thing. And nobody escaped this thing. Then it is a real problem. And how did it told nicely? The real problem is birth, for example. Our life started from this problem. We know what's happening at that time. Especially women know what does it mean, birth. I don't know, but I mean, I mean, we know what's happening. It is very painful for woman, and it is very painful for baby. And it started painful even when baby inside the belly. When baby inside the belly, 9 months, he is in a very painful condition. It's like, can you imagine? You walking in the street, some decoys caught you, bound you, and put in the public toilet up and down, with the head going down, and inside so many insect parasites and everything, and they will bite you. And inside the belly also dark, hot, different kind of liquid, different kind of parasites also. And the skin of baby is very soft, very, very soft, and very, very sensitive. And when baby comes in senses, when he realizes where he is now, it is such a bad condition that you can compare this only with hell. You are up and down, and all babies, they keep their folded hands like this. And sometimes when they move, the mother feels, oh, my baby is happy now. And sometimes it doesn't move. The scriptures explain that time baby is here, he feels so much pain, he fainted. So when he moves, he's in senses. When he doesn't move, he fainted from the pain in this belly. It is very, very difficult and painful to be there this 9 months. Another real problem, it is how we will finish this life. We are all afraid of this thing. It is the most fearful for us. Everything will be finished. All our life will be finished. All our relation will be finished. What we have now, we have only relationship. Whatever we are enjoying in this life, friendship, trust, all best things, that moment will be finished. No any connection. And physically, when body started dysfunction, when mucus coming, when fever, when legs, so no need to describe. Everyone understand this is a real problem for everyone. Everyone wants to avoid this thing. How to do this thing? Human intelligence given to solve these real problems. And if we don't do this thing, we are just two-legged animals. We are supposed to solve this problem. How it looked like difficult. Old age. So much suffering. Death, we can suffer maximum 1 month. Usually 1 day, 1 week. But old age, we're suffering 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Everyone wants to be happy, but now you're feeling that people neglect you, ignore you. They've lost interest in you. You're not more required for them. You're required only to ask money. You're required just to give your flat, to give your heritage and everything. Many people, when they're old, they feel so much neglected that they have nobody even to listen to them. And is it for some other people, or this is our future? This is our future, everyone's future. We also will be neglected for 30, 40 years, and nobody wants to listen with us. Maybe ask money that time, if you have. This is a real problem, because we still want to be happy. Human intelligence given to solve this problem. Disease. We also know that all our life now, very regular now, we have different kind of disease. Some disease we can suffer 1 week, small one. Some disease we can suffer 10 years, 20 years. Many people, they suffer chronic disease from the birth till the death. We have all different life with different kind of diseases. We just came from St. Petersburg. There is an epidemic, the pig's flu. Just yesterday, 100 people died there from this pig flu. Just one day. Yeah. So there are another kind of problem. Our mental
Our men?
problem. Adhyatmic. For everyone. So, Adhyatmic. We already discussed our body problem, but our mind problem. Oh, it is. We are suffer actually from our mind much more than from our body. The problems from body, you can tolerate, but the problem from mind, it gives real suffering. We cannot fulfill our desires. We want to see some other things. We are sometimes ignore, sometimes neglect. We want this, we want that. Somebody wants this kind of love. Somebody wants another kind of life. And we are all time, just 24 hours, we are suffering from our mind. We want this. We have suffering from other creations. Not only from mosquitoes, from our neighbors, from our wife, from our husband. They are also another creations in our planet. We have among countries. So we suffer also from different kind of natural disturbance. It can be so much cold, it can be so much hot like in Vrindavan, it can be so much water like in Orissa, cyclone coming and no any villages there, whole bank there. It can be so much fire, it can be this, it can be that. People cannot control this. Last year, so many Russian devotees called to Vrindavan to make this yagya, that yagya. Why? Because of the forest fire just swallowed many villages, and nobody can stop this. They have everything, helicopter, this, that. They couldn't stop this thing. It's just out of control of people. Human intelligence still given to solve this problem. How? Nice question. So now we discussed that we are very special. We have very special intelligence. We have relative problems and real problems. And we want real happiness. That's why we have to do something more than eating, mating, sleeping, and defending. Something more if we want to have real happiness. Otherwise, we think we are happy, but we have diseases. We have mind problem. We are happy, but we suffer from other people. We are happy, but we have so many problems and suffering. We are not happy actually. But we can be happy. So how to get happiness? Let's think how we can solve any problem. If we have boil, I don't know if you have in Lithuania regular boil. In India, people have so often this boils. You know what is boil? No. You're very fortunate. In India, when it is very hot and when it is so many mangoes in the market. You know what is mango?
Very sweet fruit.
It is so sweet. But if you eat too much, you will certainly have boils. What happened? No. I have to put plug. I forgot to put plug. Okay, we'll continue speaking until I will put plug. So, if we have boil, it is some kind of skin disease.
Hey, please Please listen.
Boil means skin disease. When it is not simple, it can be this size. It's like volcano. It started from your skin, big, hot, and then mucus, green one, coming out, like volcano. And it is so painful, just from members. When it is too much in German, you always have to pay for this thing. So to solve this problem, our medicine gives different kind of cream. But if you will put cream, the boil will come in another part of body. And it can be 20 boils on your body. And you cannot use even cloth on this. It's really very painful. What is? Botis. So this body is very regular in India in summertime.
Another treatment, you can purify your blood. Then new boil will not come. Okay, so the one thing we can use cream, and it is like temporary solution. And another thing, if we will purify our blood, then boils will not come this season, maybe next one. This is a difference in treatment. The same thing with our problems. Let it download.
Who had these boils before? You know what it is. Who else? Only men? I had 3 on my forehead. One time.
But you also have that when your organism is very weak, no?
Yes. When it is, we have like, even body is very strong. It just depends condition around you. Somebody can boils will start very soon. For somebody it will just start after some time. When we live in India, in the summertime we take food that cools body. When Western people come and they don't know this thing, they easily get boils. They like to eat sweet, they like to eat meat, they eat this, and it heats body. Till I open, we have 2 more days, and I just want to offer you, we have 6 kind of topics, and maybe you can choose for next days. We have topics like about karma, science of karma. We have topics, does God exist, scientific proof for God. We have topics, the science of soul for everyone. We have topics, science of yoga. And they have topic how to start your spiritual life. Like for next 2 days, what do you want to hear?
Science of soul.
And the last one.
And the last one.
And the last one.
No, if everyone.
I know the rest.
And what's the
Okay. All
last?
the 3 days, yeah. I will give all this stuff to you.
The same thing we have in medicine. We have painkiller and we have medicine. If we have headache, you can use painkiller. And you can find out the reason of your headache and remove this. For example, if you if you have some problem with stomach, and also can cause your headache. So better just to treat your stomach, and then no need to take painkiller. Painkiller is a temporary solution, and medicine it is permanent. It have advantages and disadvantages. This temporary solution of painkiller. Advantages: you took painkiller and forgot about headache. But disadvantage: it has so many side effects for your stomach after, and not permanent cure. Yeah. So what kind of painkiller we have for our problem? We have real problem: birth, disease, old age, and death. What kind of solution we have for this thing? For birth, we have hospitals, we have medicine, we have so many people who help us to get the relief from this. Is it really we solve this problem? Could we make babies not suffer inside? Could we make women not suffer in the hospital? They will do in a cheap way. They will just cut all women. They will give painkiller, but nobody can escape this. If we have disease, then now they make such kind of medicine. Then after this medicine, you need another medicine. You go to hospital, then the doctor send you to pharmacy, and they will give you some kind of medicine that after you will have even cancer, because of now all medicine includes cancerogen, areas. Why so many cancer around the world? Because of government doesn't want to pay so much pension. Politics. This politics, that politics. But who wants more costs? It's necessary that people will live till 50, 60 years till we will get this pension age, and then better you will be finished already. So all medicine, it is not for our happiness. We cannot get relief. We cannot solve this problem permanently. All our diseases, it is not possible. You will not find for cancer permanent treatment, for AIDS permanent. For TB now they have, but you know what I'm speaking, yeah. So mental tricks. We have different kind of now coaches. People pay so much money there, and then they will get study how to become happy. I'm very beautiful. I'm very successful. I'm the winner. I can do. You can do. This is kind of mental tricks. Can we solve by this our real problems? It can be temporarily, but permanently not possible. You cannot, if you become old, whatever you will say how beautiful you are. Superficial religion, it's different kind of, I will just explain this thing. So we have so much advanced science, but science created even more problem on this planet. Before, people were much more stronger, and there were not so much diseases like now science gave us. Because of ecology, you know what happened after all this science? The water is dirty, the fish inside dirty, that all our fruits and vegetables, they are very beautiful, but no taste, no smell. So this is the science. It helps, but gives temporary relief and so many side effects. How science help us? It helps us become happy, really. If we have old age, white hair, we can color this. If we have wrinkles, we can some kind of get rid of this. Some kind of, really. It's also not possible. Even the most rich people, they still will be old with so many wrinkles. They can give you painkillers, and when you become in coma, then they can use these oxygen tubes. That's science can help us in death. Maximum. They only promise that in future we will solve death, birth, suffering from birth, from disease, and from old age. Only promise. But from science you become from this beautiful to that beautiful only. And pay so much money. In our life, in our relationship, science gave us so many things: computers, mobiles, internet. Suppose we have to become more close. Suppose we know what happens. Every day, so many people killed in accident because of smartphone, because they're just speaking with somebody else, and they finish. One hand, it's a huge information. Really, you can see what is this, what is that. Quick communication, and you can speak with another country. But another side, we know what happens with our back, with our eyes, and all relationship become impersonal. You even don't know your friends. You can speak with them 10 years, 20 years. You never know them. And pornography, available for all children now. Family, this our life. Dear Eddie, how have you been there? Your mother and I very fine. We miss you. Please sign off your computer and come downstairs for something to eat. Love that. Birthday. No, you won't download with the birthday card? You're born today, my dear child. What? You want to visit your home page to see your home what? It's in India. You know, in India they don't know what means shpargalka. You know what is shpargalka? In India, it's such a nice education. Students that don't know what is this. I try to explain. No food, no love, no birth, no death, happiness. I suspect we are living in a stupid screensaver. It's just some funny. And also, if you want to go there, we have to go to the website www.heaven.gov for information, for facilities available there. And if we want to lose our weight in front of computer, then we have to put on mouse 6 million times. And then just because we have now a smartphone, everything, what was so much stuff and so much problem in our life, so much drama. Mental tricks, positive thinkings. Positive thinking, like what I told you. You can do, I'm beautiful, I'm this, I'm that. And also, probably in school you studied books of Dale Carnegie. Who studied this thing? Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. So, who studied Dale Carnegie in school and at universities? You also. I also studied in psychology. He's supposed to be a very happy person. He taught people how to become happy, how to have many friends, how to become successful in job, in relationship. You know what happened with Dale Carnegie?
What? He killed himself?
Yeah, He committed suicide. He jumped from the 16th floor. Just to be sure, you know. He was so happy person that even he doesn't have anybody with whom he could share his problems, what is happening in his heart. But he wrote many books and we still study this thing. So it's just temporary relief. It cannot solve our problems permanently. And there are different kind of also. If people smoking, then they put in skin some kind of capsule. Like if people will be afraid that they can die, then they stop smoking or drinking. It's all temporal things. It's not permanent. Yoga meditation, is it permanent? Also temporal. So superficial religion is just different kind of religion. I don't know in Lithuania, but in Russia there is a семь хлебов, там Иван Петрович какой-нибудь, там и свидетели каких только so many kind of religion to make you happy and to feel so happy. So much variety. Our life is like a super fast train. We are running like anything from the morning till evening. We don't have time to think about our problem and to remember that we want to be happy. And we want permanent solution. Who believes in God? There is one story here about one sadhu. One person, Maharaji, can I have time to speak about this sadhu? Okay. And it was one person who became little strange. He just went to the forest and started to live separately from villages. And 10 years after, the villagers decided what he's doing there. We have such a nice village here. We are so happy here. Why he left us? What he's doing there in the forest? And he's always sometimes looks smiling, crazy person. So the chief, how to say, not chief manager in the village, it will be like как старейшина, старейшина такой. Senior. From senior villager decided to go him, to invite him just to explain how he becomes so happy, what gave him happiness. Long time he asked him, finally he came to the village. All villagers sitting in front of him, like you are sitting in front of him. And he asked, do you believe in God? Everyone was silent. Then he told, if you don't believe in God, then I'm going. And then he left. And then the villagers become so much frustrated. Why we asked him so many times